Hey gang, Scott Davenport here. So I wanted to record a few thoughts about Luminar 4. Earlier this week, Skylum announced Luminar 4 is coming, and the big ticket item is this automatic sky replacement. And as I'm looking through this particular post that they did, and I don't know how many times I've read through this now, there's no doubt that the tech is incredibly cool. And in particular, like this aspect here, relighting the scene where the tones and the colors and the shadow, it seems, all of this stuff matches the sky that you choose. And that's always been the biggest challenge with doing a sky replacement, picking a sky that makes sense for the scene that you're dropping in, or spending the time to modify your foreground and midground to match the sky that you want. Now, put aside whether or not you're into sky replacements or you're not into compositing, well, this obviously isn't the tool or feature for you. What's exciting to me is the technology underneath it, and what else could that open up for other types of filters or other types of features for editing in the software. This is, I guess, the first, the opening salvo of what's going to be probably a few other announcements about what's coming on Luminar 4. Are they introducing other filters that allow you to add light sources and choose what types of colors they are? Maybe create more shadows, like you wanted to add Rembrandt lighting to a portrait. Is that something they're going to introduce through AI? Day into night photography, changing the lighting of a scene entirely, from making it look like it was taken at night when it's taken at day. Or maybe something with infrared. That would be really kind of cool, because doing IR post-processing work, especially if you work in color, you've got to do a lot of things, switching color channels and doing a variety of different stuff. Would that be something that gets introduced, leveraging whatever technology and research has been put into sky replacement? Now, on the flip side of this announcement, some things that where I kind of have mixed emotions. It's not so much about the feature that they're talking about, it's what's not being spoken about. So this is Luminar 4, right? Luminar with libraries. There's an asset management side of this package that's not being talked about at all. There are things that I think are missing from the current offering in Luminar 3. IPTC fields, being able to add in my copyright and contact information into my photos, that needs to be part of an asset manager, in my opinion. That's like a price of entry. If you want to be serious about your photography, protect your work, I want that in my asset manager. Some other stuff, there's keywords and whether you use those or not, but just some more polish on the library side of it, better backup and restore and merging of catalogs, things like that. But also just some fundamental editing improvements. Having an edge detector on the mask brush, right? That's something that I think should be added into Luminar, and I know it's been asked for by many photographers. What's another one? Better retouching tools. The clone is pretty good. I mean, you're copying pixels, so that's pretty good. But the retouch brush, Luminar, it's so-so at best, and that's something that screams AI, right? You do content-aware fill and replacement. You're using AI in the back end of that, or you could, to improve that. So I think that could be something that's in Skylum's wheelhouse. I'd like to see them talk about that and improve it. So I'm not trying to bash the announcement of the product, but I am trying to look at it holistically. Where right now they've talked about one feature. Very cool feature. What else is going to be in Luminar 4, and is it going to further round out what is a pretty solid offering from the get-go? So I don't know. If you got thoughts about it, share them in the comments below. Typical with any of my comments, if you're starting to bash a product or just uniformly trash something without some backing information, I'm going to shut the comments down, because I'm not interested in that type of stuff on the channel. What I am interested in is some good, meaningful dialogue. Share your thoughts, and especially use cases. If you've got things where I could see the sky replacement turning into this other kind of thing, that stuff's really interesting to talk about. So let's chat. And until next time, my name is Scott Davenport. Happy shooting.